Welcome to this lesson on parsing JSON data. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is a lightweight, text-based format used primarily to transmit data between a server and a web application. Its simplicity makes it the industry standard for APIs to communicate information effectively. Think of JSON as a universal shipping crate for data. Just as a physical crate allows you to move goods between different vehicles, JSON allows you to package data in a format that any programming language, whether it's Python, Java, or JavaScript, can unpack and understand perfectly. In Python, we don't need to install anything extra to handle this. Python comes with a powerful built-in module called JSON. This library provides the tools we need to both decode JSON formatted strings into Python dictionaries and encode our Python objects back into JSON format for sending. To convert a JSON string into a Python dictionary, we use json.loads, where the S stands for string. Notice how we pass a JSON formatted string to the function, and it returns a standard Python dictionary. We can then access our data using familiar dictionary keys, just as we did here with the name key. When you want to go the other way, taking your Python dictionary and turning it into a JSON string to send to an API, you use json.dumps. Think of the S here as string as well, because this method dumps your Python data structure into a JSON-compliant string format. Now, let's see how to transform a JSON string into a Python dictionary. We use the json.loads function, where the S stands for string. Once passed, you can access the data just like any standard Python dictionary using square brackets and the key name. When you convert dictionaries back to JSON strings, they often appear as one long, hard-to-read line. By adding an indent parameter to json.dumps, you can print the output. This creates a beautifully formatted, indented string that is much easier for humans to read. In real-world projects, you'll often load JSON data directly from files rather than strings. We use the json.load function. Notice there is no S here. This reads the file object and converts its contents into a Python dictionary automatically, making file integration a breeze. To save your Python dictionary into a JSON file, we use json.dump. Just open your target file in write mode and pass your data and the file object to the function. This is perfect for storing settings, local configurations, or API response catches for later use. Sometimes, data from an API might be corrupted or malformed. If you try to parse invalid JSON, Python raises a json.decode error. Wrapping your code in a try-except block allows you to catch these errors gracefully, ensuring your program doesn't crash when it encounters unexpected data. When you receive data from an API, it isn't always perfect. If the JSON is malformed, perhaps a missing bracket or a stray comma, Python will raise a json.decode error. We handle this using a try-except block to prevent our entire program from crashing unexpectedly. Here is your golden rule for JSON: always use double quotes. Python developers often use single quotes for dictionaries, but JSON strictly requires double quotes for all keys and string values. If you try to parse a string with single quotes using the JSON library, it will throw a syntax error. Time for a quick check. Which function converts a Python dictionary into a JSON formatted string? Is it A, B, C, or D? The correct answer is D, dumps, which stands for dump string. Remember, if it ends in an S, it's working with strings, not files. To wrap up, remember these 3 golden rules for working with JSON. First, always use double quotes for your keys. Single quotes will break your parser. Second, use the loads and dumps functions when you are working with strings in your code. Finally, use load and dump when saving to or reading from files.